I've done this before, so let's quickly get into the run. So, this run started back in the demo, when I first tried to beat the game with only riposte and backstabs, which I wasn't able to finish because of the scrap watchman being too difficult for me at the time. So now, here we are, fatals only, the ripostes of the game. The last challenge run, I removed one of the most important mechanics of the game and beat the game in about 30 hours. But what if this time I only used a different, equally important mechanic? Which now brings us to how this would work. This game has a posture meter like Sekiro, which, when built up, will allow for the next charge attack to make the enemy fall and be susceptible to a fatal attack. So, simply put, I will only do damage to the enemies using these fatal attacks, and the charge attack will be from a low damaging weapon, just to knock the enemy down. But how do I build up this posture win this run without damaging him? Simple. This game's other main mechanic, Perfect Guards. So the only damage I would do is from Deflects, Perfect Guards, and Fatals. So I picked the Sweeper class and get to the first enemy, the Police mini-boss. This was already a longer fight because of all the Perfect Guards I needed to do, but with the extra enemies, it made it much more annoying, which, with most non-arena enemies and bosses, this could become an issue.
So now I can groggy him and riposte. There you go.
But with him done, I just went to the next Stargazer, bought the rapier so that my charge attack would do less damage than the greatsword, and I went into the Parade Master's arena.
Yeah, I think. And what's the other one? Slow? God, I'm bad. What's the? There we go. Oh, whatever. You know what? Fuck it. I need to switch it back. Fuck. This is really awkward because I use a lot of sound cues. Please, please. Thank you. Oh. I actually don't know if that gives me. Oh, okay. Meet up like on so bad at. I think. There you go. Okay.
With the boss defeated, we head to the hotel, get some levels, level our weapon, then head to Elysian Boulevard. Here, we find all the fancy boutiques and shops along the way, with a few item pickups, killing a police officer for his baton cause they can't afford to have guns anymore, then
you
headed
get
to the Mad
permanent,
Donkey.
like HP thing. Okay, time to spend like 5 minutes, 10 minutes here. Thank you. The fuck? Okay, there you go. Meta is like super. There you go. Fuck! I hate this so much. He also understands getting like a good healing is pretty good. So
This fight was really annoying because of his infinite stamina and unrelenting, slightly delayed attacks. But breaking his weapon did reduce his damage, and with enough effort, he finally falls. The next boss is a pretty quick walk away, the Scrap Watchman. The boss that I was stuck on for too long when trying this on the demo. He isn't hard, but with my current damage and health at this point, it would take a long time to block enough attacks to kill him with the limited healing I had.
wow. I don't have Salt and Sacrifice. I only have Sanctuary. Thank you. I'm gonna be here for a long time. I'm so bad. What do you mean? Okay, I need to relearn this. Thank you. God, I do so little damage. Whoa, I got a soli! Oh, sacrifice. Thank you for the parry. Except that doesn't matter if I parry that. Oh, no, 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 fuck you. That grab. If I die, I died to that. Did he miss that move? Yeah, I kinda want. I mean, it's like, do I want to make money? Kinda. Is it likely? Probably not. I'm bad. I'm bad. Fuck. Connections. Ah, I'm dead. Fuck. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, nice. Yeah, individual whatever the fuck, gives plenty of growth. But it's also like, you also need to play a not dead game to do that, kinda. Cause you can't play like I'm already halfway. Goddamn. This boss takes so long. I blocked it, cool. Please, please, please. Alright, cool. Place one hell of a fish.
After 2 attempts, 9 staggers, way too many blocks, I beat him, finally giving me access to the Pyogen system, which would help a lot along the way. With the factory being next, there were some important pickups I needed along the way. I picked up the key from the phone booth, the salamander dagger, the quartz from the Trinity Roll, the converter from the elite enemy, pulled a level, then headed to beat the 3 bosses in the area. One of these bosses, the Survivor, actually was pretty nice in this challenge, because not only he gives very little room to attack as he is constantly spinning and attacking us, but that also means I can constantly perfect guard him if I know his timings. So with little effort, he goes down. The other 2 bosses were a lot more trouble. The Puppet of the Future was a big pain. Even with the poison pool drained away, it was too slow and took way too long to just knock him down once. And with how much HP it had, it would have taken at least 30 minutes of painful, slow blocking, and if I missed one, would almost kill me in one shot. So I had to focus on the main boss, Fuko. This was my first major roadblock in progression. With a moveset I have barely ever learned through my multiple playthroughs, especially the block times. I needed to learn every move's timing to do anything. And he had so much HP and such delayed attacks that it was weird to learn him at first. But even when I did learn him, then came phase 2. His fire moves reach almost halfway across the room, and are only blocked by the pillars, which these pillars can get knocked down by fury attacks, and because of how long we're in the fights for, he does a lot of them. He also adds a lot of range attacks, which can't be blocked to add more partial damage. So it makes it really annoying if he uses ranged moves 2 or 3 times in a row, stalling out how long I have to wait till the next fatal I can do. But after a few hours of learning and attempts, it finally happened. God, I fucked up this dodge time. I don't remember. Fuck, I traded. That's so stupid. Holy fuck. Thank you. I appreciate it. I forgot that like September is actually a thing. I forget that's like an actual thing for like Twitch, which like it makes sense. Like, oh, it makes sense in terms of, you fucker. Wait, can I come behind you? Can you not shoot? You fucker! I can't do anything, you bitch! I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I'm pretty sure that like the oven move fucking resets. Okay, one more. Fuck! Okay, cool. I have. Okay, so the pass. Okay, I had to like pay attention so much to that one. Sure, I got heated from him stalling me over and over again. But over the course of this run, it became a reoccurring theme. In addition, over the attempts of fighting him, I found that most normal enemies are not able to be fataled. So I had to do all my farming at the rolling boulder area in the factory, just so that I can get some more Ogo to level up. After the boss fight, I headed to the church, picking up a wrench and a few other items along the way, made my new weapon, and got some more important items. Then I got to the elite. And once I reached here, I proceeded to die. Even though he is just an elite enemy, he has already reached a point where most enemies in the game need to be fallen 4 times in order to defeat them, which is already a long investment just for one fight, not to mention more if I was to fail. But at least on my second attempt, I was able to bring him down and progress through the church, picking up many more important items and chests, then going to Alidoro for extreme mod, which gives 4% more damage per fatal slot that's filled. Side note, after testing the damage of extreme mods on different attacks in the game, extreme mod only affects attacks, charge attacks, and fables, not the fatals or legions. And this also applies to enemy specific amulets too. So I could have saved around 10 to 20 weight just from not using it, and the 10k from the boss logo, as well as the levels and capacity I put just so I could carry everything. But with everything set, it was time to go back to Hotel Grot, give Paladina the supply box for the quartz, alter my handle to motive, level the weapon to +4, all to prepare for the next boss, Archbishop Andreas. This boss fight was tough, and you're probably going to hear this about most bosses from here on out. This boss does a lot of decay damage, and has some fury attacks which are really difficult to time correctly. And because of this, I would slowly take chip damage if I was not able to Perfect Guard and God regain it back fast enough. Not only that, but there was also another phase 2 bar, which had more moves that were just as hard or harder to block than phase 1's Fury attack. And with the full extra HP bar, doubled the length of the fight, making my room for aerial smaller and smaller. This fight, I had to try to get everything I could to increase my damage and decrease the damage I took. Getting decay converters, pierce liners, getting moonstones from blowing myself up, and leveling up a few more times. I even got Aegis to see if it would help with my guarding, but I found out it still does damage, even with no Legion caliber upgrades or input from my part, so I wasn't able to use it. And then we give up. And we'll save it for next time. Wrong. It should never. See, it's 1,250. I paid 1,270 before. Before do it. Like before this, I paid 1,275. Okay. Oh, I got fire! Let's go! Oh, this might actually be pretty easy now. Yes, I actually lost slight damage. But whatever, it's close enough. It does not matter that. Okay, we're healed at half HP. Alright, there we go. Woo! Okay! Fucking holy fuck! What? Oh, wait, oh, okay. When I skipped it, and I saw the body, I was like, did I crash it? Did I, like, did the game troll me? Even after all that, I still took way too much time, and only had one heal left. At least now, it was just a chill walk to Malum through the Path of Pilgrimage. Well, I get to fight this easy elite for a key, and never mind. Most elites are not easily fought when there are multiple enemies around, so I just rushed to Malum to meet Red Fox and Black Cat. I wanted to stay here for a while because now I have my very own dumbasses to fight for me and give me Urgo to level up. Unfortunately, they kinda suck. They do damage really slowly, and with the Caucasus' high natural healing, I had to go back to my normal farming route. So I just ran through, getting a few important pickups like cartridges, quartz, and the Trinity key, then just went back to get everything done that I could after getting the shortcut. Because I was gonna fight every boss in this run, I went back and fought the Atoned, which I had skipped before, then headed to fight the eldest of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Cause like, yeah.
Bring it on. You ain't seen nothing like my brother.
This fight was actually pretty nice, unlike the other fights so far. With the weapons of each sibling being able to be broken, I was able to reduce their damage a lot. And as each one entered, I was able to focus on the sibling that jumped in, rather than the eldest, so that I would not be ganged up on by multiple people at once. And with each sibling only needing 2 fatals to make them jump out, it didn't take nearly as long as other enemies to just perfect guard them and make them leave the fight. And finally, with just the eldest, it was just a simple 1v1, and I was able to beat him first try, albeit with no healing left, allowing me to get a quartz and a gold coin tree, then head to Rosa Isabel Street. Going through, I just had to fight a couple bosses, the White Lady, the Mad Puppet, and picked up all the quartz I could. Then I went for it, the King of Puppets. His first phase was pretty easy. I just need to remember how to go against him. But even after that, there were just some moves that would just hit me inconsistently. Romeo was right after him though, and he moves much faster and is harder to perfect guard against. The very least is that he has a weapon which can break, reducing his damage and removing the only move I couldn't perfect guard against. But before it breaks though, he does a lot of damage if I miss a guard. Most of his sphere attacks had some pretty odd timings for the block, so I started using something that I should have long before, the Absolute Defense Fable. It guarantees a perfect block during the duration of the Fable, which comes in handy pretty often in the run.
I just fucked up so bad. I should have just made sure I was gonna hit him. I hate that. He did it again. You fucker. Fucking hell. There we go. 6. Fuck. There we go.
With the king finally dethroned though, it is time for the arcade, which has a few mandatory elite enemy fights, such as a caucus enemy similar to the shield enemy I fought in the church, who took a few tries and gave a frame upgrade when I beat him. The next mandatory elite was the Jester, who after the 1.3 nerfs felt a lot weaker and slower, so he was not too hard to actually beat, especially after letting the jailed caucuses do their thing. With the Jester defeated, we arrived at the Grand Exhibition, which has a lot of decent pickups. A couple elite enemies which have some converters, quartz pickups, some keys from telephones, a crop box, and some more important pickups. And I finally defeated the Puppet of Future in the factory after like 20 minutes of slow perfect guards. Then I headed to the next boss, Champion Victor.
Open your eyes.
Fuck.
It's their duty and their
What the fuck? Ah! Oh, and there we go. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be halfway. With no healing. Yep. With no healing halfway. Fuck! This is gonna be so bad. Fuck! Yeah, okay.
Fight to the followers of the truth!
How did I miss it? And Red Fox. Rip Black Hat. That one, I was just too far though. Alright, yep, thank you. Alright. There you go. Easy! Woohoo! Woo! Don't try. Easy. He was honestly one of the most fun fights. He didn't have any bad Perfect Guard times, but the only issue I had was how many fatals I needed and how he had one grab, which looked really similar to another move. He was one of the best things the game could have given me before the next area, the Barren Swamp. Sure, it had a lot of good pickups, a lot of quartz, moonstones, a Vanini box, the Awa Doctor, cryptics, new weapons, and literally the best amulet for the run. But with the main boss, that was a whole different story. The green monster was an inconsistent, horrible mess. His fairy attacks would have different timings if you were half a centimeter off. Some of his moves looked really similar, so you didn't know whether you could guard or not, and it was just overall a very long and arduous process. And even after all that effort, he still had a second phase, which, looking at it, you would think it would look and play a lot like the Scrap Watchman, and I have way too much practice with that fight. But no, it was nothing like the Watchman fight. It had so much delay in its attacks, they had to learn a brand new timing that was just not intuitive, and sometimes you would just get fucked over with nothing that you could do at all. What the fuck? Bro! I was stuck! Damn, I'm really bad. I minus my one Ogo! No! And I can just pick it back up, but... Like, what do I do? I keep it away from this one. I'm actually losing some damage, so I'm not gonna do it right now. Alright, I'm losing a little bit of damage. Because I'm usually a little bit. we go. See? I just need him to do some shit. And see instantly. Like, what the fuck? He spent like a solid like 30 like minute doing nothing. Oh, I got it. At all. Three. Oh, I actually got hit by that one. That's good. I blocked it, but I actually got hit by it. Because all of the other one times, I never got hit by those. The tentacles when that move. I should be able to get it now. There we go. See? Good. 6. Oh, that was really bad. Nah, 8. This is 8. Nine. Woo! Okay, 9. Fuck. And I even trolled at the end.
After way too many fables, blocks, hours, and health gained by the newly collected amulet, I finally beat him. This brings us to Collapse Cry, back to the beginning, with 1, 2, 3 good pickups I could get with no problem, even before fighting any mandatory enemies. I was able to leisurely walk until the Robber Weasel, who was a easier stalker to block than most other ones, and the mandatory caucus enemies. Remember how enemies not in arenas are difficult to fight alone? Well, this one is no exception. With 2 extra enemies, I was taking more damage than I liked, and with how small the area was, I would just have to keep running into the enemies. The only upside was that these extra enemies have one move which makes them use explosion, and it was pretty easy to stay away from them while they were doing that. After defeating the elite enemy, when going through the next area, beating 1 required enemy, then picking up the final supply box, I went on a mini side quest, the Homework Cave. I went through this area mainly for the 2 codes that it gave, which only required me to beat 1 caucus enemy, which I had already fought before. Now, back to the main storyline. The Walk of Illusion was the next boss, which was easy. She would attack fast in fast combos, which allowed me to break her weapon fast. The only problem was that she could remove the white ball, which allowed me to stagger her if she was allowed to scream before you could hit her, which was pretty easy to deal with. But the other problem was her clone which spawns. There was 2 ways to deal with the clone: fight it or wait it out on the ladder cause it eventually despawns. And you know which one I did. The cool and epic run to the ladder and wait there for a minute. Except it wasn't actually that consistent. So I had to be lame and actually fight it 1v2 a couple of times.
Q. What the fuck? No, there's no way. There's no way in hell you're surviving with that much HP. Fuck off. Nope, fuck off.
After changing my weapon one last time, I was now headed to a boss, which I would have no problem with. He had a lot less HP than most previous bosses, and is easier than most bosses in almost every regard. And with the higher damage from changing to the live puppet axe blade, it should be no issue. Oh yeah, he spawns ads. That's fine, I knew that. But there's no way he spawns 2.
No,
Oh,
not another
well,
one. No, fuck
There's no
off.
way there's 3?
No, I
4?
why do you need a 4
Is there even a limit? There was no limit on how many can spawn. And it makes it a whole mess while trying to fight him.
What the fuck?
This
I
just
hate
went
this
from
game.
one of the easiest fights to the most annoying. And there was nothing I could do except just try to beat it over and over.
See, I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. But no. What the fuck? I can't move. What the fucking I hate this fuck. You fucker! I hate you so much. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I hate this! I literally can't do anything, bro. You don't need 6 people. Please fuck off. You don't need 7 people. You don't need 8. You don't 9. 9. Okay. Please let me move. Why do you need another one, bro? Why do you need 11? No, can you not use that move? What the fuck, dude? There you go. Fuck yes! Fuck yeah! Fuck yes! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! What the fuck is this? Bro! Why are they not dead?
Let's get back to the hotel.
There's so many of them. Look at them. Bro! There's a fucking army. Bro!
That issue of the audio was from the game itself. Probably getting overtuned by all the caucuses making noises right there. And they wouldn't despawn afterwards either. Thankfully, I get a +10 weapon from the fight, and I don't need to fight that many enemies at the same time again. Now Trismic is this. It's a fast area, Amulet, key, boss, that's it. The boss was the Black Rabbit Red Hood. Again, all 3 of them. This fight was really annoying because they kept switching who had the aggression in the fight. There was 3 of them and they kept throwing stuff at me. So as my HP kept slowly going down, their stagger meter kept going down too. Because they didn't want to fight for too long and they kept rocking elemental statuses on me. There was just nothing I could really do. Not only this, but the last 2 of the Brotherhood I would need to kill around the same time. Cause if not, I would have to fight the eldest and the remaining one simultaneously, which I would have to inevitably do anyway, cause I couldn't consistently kill both of the last 2 at the same time.
Even if we're just based.
Fuck you. You fucker! Fuck off! No, it's the fucking maniac! Did this kill him? Fuck off, thank you.
Finally, I beat all 3 of the siblings, and was left only with the eldest, with literally no healing left. Well, at least I did have the quartz upgrade, which would fill up my pulse cells after I used it all, and the amulet, which continually healed me. So, if there was a pillar perchance I could just run around and heal up on.
Just gonna be the most boring fight I've ever done. For the next like 30 seconds, cause I wanted like almost full heal from just the continuous healing, cause I'm not gonna get enough from my I'm not gonna get enough for to ever get another healing again after this, probably. Here's my healing. Yeah. Again, because now he has 0, I can just run around again. Mess up. Alright, I can't.
And after the hour of running around in the fight, Arc Abbey, the final area, the final stretch. It was already guarded by the first boss of the area, the boss which I spent over 3 hours in on the last challenge run. I was ready to beat him quickly, and this time get my sweet revenge on him. Dual Guardian is a boss which takes most of his damage from fatal attacks. That's his gimmick. And that's all I've been doing all run.
The shield.
Why hasn't he fallen in the past 40 minutes of blocking? Oh, it's based on the damage dealt to the legs. Alright, I'll just do damage with my blocks then.
Glaive, which blocks?
I realistically had only two ways to do this. With a Fable block, like Azure Glaive, or a Twin Dragon Sword.
Like that.
Or with the Legion I had stored away long ago. It only did 60 damage, and was still a block. So I decided that this was a less cheaty way to do it.
That's crazy.
Surely this does enough damage to his legs. Nope. Apparently he won't fall because of Aegis. Cause it's either too slow or doesn't damage his legs specifically. I guess I'm only killing it with Aegis then.
I did it too early. I don't actually care about healing that much, honestly. It's fine. One more hit, I think. Please, hit. There you go. It only gave 6,000. You were here. It only gave 6,000. That's so gross. Okay, let me put back on the normal stuff Bro, that fucking, it filled up all the way. What the hell?
1 hour 30 minutes. That was how long it took. Sitting in that fight, blocking everything till I was able to get my Legion back with the P-Organ upgrade, and having the damage charge loaded. I had to be in that fight non-stop. No breaks, nothing. It was tiring. I was actually getting sleepy and could barely do anything while doing it. Thankfully, the next run through Abbey isn't bad. Courts, frame upgrades, not bad. Then the biggest arena for the toughest boss, Black Cat. He was super difficult. Attacking so fast, so constantly, does so much damage, and he's dead.
I had to show you that way. I'm so sad.
Okay, but actually, this moment was pretty funny from him.
The bourgeoisie. What the fuck? He has a move? He has an actual move? That's crazy! What? He has an actual move!
The next boss, after a couple courts, is Lasaxia. The hardest, scariest boss in most runs, except this one. This one, it's the most cool and fun one. She can be forced into phase 2 by breaking her weapon, and her phase 2 has lightning I can reflect back to her. So, with her build to survive and block everything, and to see better with a smaller weapon,
Okay.
we go in.
So this is gonna take a while, because this is actually a hard fight to parry. Because I need to parry everything, pretty much. I can't, like... It's not like I can, like, bullshit it and block some of it. I have to, like, actually perfect guard everything. this move. Let's go. She's so easy to parry now. Like, I could just one-shot her right now, probably. Woo! Easy!
She was actually a really fun fight. Her first phase felt so nice to block, with good timings, and second phase, getting the chance to do damage wasn't frequent, but it would rack up a lot of damage. And she didn't have anything that was super hard to just block or perfect block. And after that, the next boss is Red Fox. Another woman. Another person who just wanted to protect the one closest to her. But after I put down the cat, I now had to put down the fox next.
You might be my first real challenge. Come on. Ha! Tricking someone to survive. Maybe that's human nature.
Yep. There we go. That's one.
I thought maybe we could be friends. We can clash. That's the bastard's way.
Which is also why I don't like the music here, because it makes it seem so sad.
I didn't want it to end this way. I suppose we villains never get to choose.
Finally getting the rest of the quests I can or want to get. I finally have the final few bosses left. Simon Manus was a pretty fun fight in phase 1. He had good combos to block once he broke his weapon, which of course took no effort. Phase 2 on the other hand had so many projectiles that had just become an
so you can't
endurance
do
test.
support move anymore. Let's go! Alright, let's do this one more time.
Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
There you go. I could have definitely beaten this boss like 3 times over at this point. Alright. Charge attack because there's no other way to... Anyway, that's 5.
Our blue train is yours to serve. Pathetic. Now die!
There you go. That's... Alright. I hate you.
Why am I not perfect guarding? Oh fuck. Two time. It is projectile spamming time. Woohoo! Fuck! Goodbye. At least I have a lot of healing. You bitch! Please touch while I'm in the middle of it. Okay, never mind. Whatever. Fucking hell, fucking hell, fucking hell. There you go. He's done. Could've. Whatever. That's fine. There we go. And now we've arrived. Nameless puppet. And honestly, this fight speaks for itself. Kind of annoying that I have. Okay, Dave. You get another. Dud. 4. What the fuck? No, what? Why? What?
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son.
One.
Wants to resort to the lash, but there's
Fucking hell.
other way.
I knew, like.
You can't find those nails.
I knew you'd be able to, like, do that move instantly.
Human myself.
was in the middle of Grandstone. No! Fuck off, dude.
How dare you?
Did I heal in the middle of that?
Just a puppet. Nothing more.
Okay. I can. One.
You're someone nothing behind. Who knows?
All his dual wield ones are really easy to block. And all the other ones are really weird to block. I think I know for a fact that at least close up it will hit him, but I don't know if it will do it every single time. If it's from any range. I'm so close, but I don't know how far. Nine. A great boss to Perfect Guard. Great timings, looks cool blocking everything. Honestly, one of my favorite fights in the game. And this run was only barely after I had him on one hit left before I died. And with all that effort, all the hours I put in this run, I finally finished it. 33 hours of playing this, over months. I had finally beat Liza P with only Perfect Guards and Fatals. And so with that, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Also, with the DLC announced, I will be doing this challenge, as well as my no stamina challenge, in the DLC, as well as other challenges I may end up doing. So, be sure to look forward to that, and thank you so much for watching.